Okay, this is the YouTube to help you do Zelle 315. So I have two functions here with pseudocode for each. Um, for the first one, essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the number of terms of 1 over 1 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 5 plus yada yada from the user to add. Then I'm going to initialize sum, which is an accumulator, to 0. And then I'm going to go through a loop n times, so for loop. And what I'm going to do each time in the loop is I'm going to compute the next odd number, starting with 1, and the next one would be 3, and the next one after that would be 5. And then I would add 1 over the odd number to sum. And then finally I would print out the sum. So this is the code. I get the number of terms from the user. This is the number of times I'm going to go through the loop. I set my sum accumulator equal to 0. Then I begin the loop. I go through n times. Immediately at the top of the loop, I calculate odd num. First time through the loop, I is equal to 0, so odd num is going to be 2 times 0 plus 1. Odd num would therefore be 1. Second time through the loop, I would be equal to 1. 2 times 1 plus 1 is 3. Second time through the loop, odd num would be 3. Third time through the loop, odd num would be 5, etc. Then what I do is I update my accumulator by with this statement: sum is equal to sum plus 1 divided by odd num. So what I'm doing is I'm adding on the next term of this sum here, and I print the sum out. I think I can move this guy up one couple of lines there. Okay, the next little function simply gets a number in from the user, and then which is the number of times you're going to print out 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1. And so the main thing to show you here is how you alternate the SIGN. So the way I do this in the pseudocode is I initialize a product accumulator to 1, and then in the loop, which I go through n times, I first of all print out the product, and then I set the product equal to product times minus 1. So the next time through the loop, it'll print the negative of whatever it was before, and that will toggle the sign. So here's the code for doing that. So let me go ahead and run that if I can. Okay, so here I am over in the shell. Let's just make sure everything is there. And so if I do add odd denoms, and I say I want one term, it gives me 1. If I say I want 2 terms, it gives me that. If I say I want 3 terms, it gives me that. So you can hand check that that's correct. Now let's do the second function, plus minus. Okay, again, number of times to print, so let's have it print out, let's say 4 times. See how it's alternating in sign? Let's do that again, and we'll have it print out 2 times, just so, because it'll just fit on the screen. So basically that's it. Look at this code here for each one of these functions and make sure you understand it. This is a different way that we did it in class, but it's nice to have some different ways to do things. And so that's